What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Dolce Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Most of you who I would assume that listen to me have ties to the African American community. And of course, we have our sayings like any other group does. And some are very peculiar and unique to our community. One of them is, if you play with a puppy, he'll lick you in the mouth. That's one of them old back in the country sayings. And of course, when you're young, these sayings don't make a lot of sense because people talk in cryptic messages and things like this. My grandma would tell me things like, just keep on living. That didn't really say a lot until you keep on living, and then it makes sense, right? Let me gonna get back to if you play with a puppy, he'll lick you in the mouth. Now, we all know if you play with a puppy, it'll lick you in the mouth. But the greater meaning is puppies lick you in the mouth. That is what they do. Chickens bark, bark, bark. Dogs bark, right? People are programmed to do what they do. So if you know it, you can't get mad at it when it happens. Here's the issue with a lot of professional people. And I'm gonna say this to be quite frank. I'm gonna be honest today. I wanna be very blunt. What a lot of the women in the community are doing very well. This is for you. You feel like you, who has a certain level of professional standards, you're a person that has made yourself accountable in the private sector. You feel like you're gonna play with puppies that don't lick you in the mouth. And then when they lick you in the mouth, you complain about it, okay? Now, this is what Keke Palmer is saying. Shout out to the lady. I mean, I don't believe that any woman deserves to go through a nasty breakup and, behind the scenes, crazy things happen to her. I don't like that, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. I'm still a man, right? But she has been talking about certain things on her Instagram that are quite interesting. I want to talk about this post here that she made, okay? She shared this on her Instagram, all right? And then she put this, a caption. When reality TV makes everyone believe all celebrities' lives are just one big marketing strategy and scheme, but my life is truly unraveling at the seams. And I just wear trauma like a Dolce Gabbana coat because Sharon didn't raise no beast. Sharon is her mother. Now she's going through a lot with the guy. She might get hit with child support. She had a restraining order on the baby daddy. Now she had to take the restraining order off, and her life is unraveling at the seams. But we're going to talk about why that is. Now, it can happen to anybody. It can happen to people who are professional world. We see that. But people who typically don't have an unraveling life are people who are equally yoked. People who are equally yoked. And we got to talk about this for just some of you out there who are going to have issues with this. We may make light of this. But one of the reasons why a lot of people are going to have problems in today's world, I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because you're playing with puppies who lick you in the mouth instead of getting something that you wanted to get that you would be happy with, because the effort in what you wanted is not there. You see, so many women believe that they're going to change some man. You honestly feel that because you're a professional and because you're talented and you want to be able to do whatever you want to do, you're going to get a guy who can just fall in line and participate in what you need him to participate in. It's almost the same thing as a guy who's a medical doctor that dates somebody that didn't do the same thing he's doing, don't understand it. It's not going to work. That's the issue. And then when these people become insecure, they become jealous of you, they become whatever the case, and it could be some abuse on her side, but this is what she's saying. Let's go with what she's saying. He's abusive, he's jealous, he don't want to work, he's lazy. Well, why were you with the guy in the first place? Why were you with the guy in the first place? I can understand if this lady lived in East St. Louis. No shots to East St. Louis. I'm just saying she lived in East St. Louis, right? It's in it's a very small city. You lived in Compton. It's a smaller city. You've never been outside of that, and then you end up meeting some person because you were not exposed. You've lived in that one city all your life, and you've had babies from that city. I can understand it. Wouldn't be a problem for me. I would get it. But this is not the case with Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has been a childhood star for a long time. Keke Palmer has had access, not just to black men, but white men. And we're gonna be honest here, because Keke Palmer is very open with her sexuality. Let's go there. Not just black men, black women, white men, Asian men. There are pictures of her kissing white men. So it's not like, you didn't have access to this person or that person. You like them. You like a lot of things, apparently. So how do we get to this guy? And I know we're talking about this guy because he's the problematic person that you're discussing. Your life is unraveling in your eyes when you're dealing with somebody that should have never been there in the first place. That's why they have these events like Met Gala. That's why they have these things like the Playboy Mansion. That's why rich people do things like this on purpose to create environments so they don't have to deal with a guy like that. A guy who they feel is beneath them. Same thing with these NBA players. They get with these chicks. These chicks are nothing to what they desired. They end up getting these chicks pregnant. They thought they were gonna get a better experience. You don't. Now you're upset. Now it's F these chicks. These chicks is this. These chicks is that. These chicks ain't about nothing. All that. But she shouldn't have been there. We gotta be honest, man. She should not have been there. And if she wasn't there, then she wouldn't have access. But you gave her access. So how did they get access? I'm learning this. The more I go along, that the more I talk about things like this, the more it's my goddamn fault. Ain't nobody else's fault. A lot of this, the more I go along, I didn't have to put that person there. I put that person there. So therefore I got what I was looking for, even though I didn't want that. I thought that person could change. That person can't change. That person's a liar. Guess what? I thought that person could change. That person can't change. I knew a guy by the name of LP. Won't go more into that. He was still Jesus off the cross. Thought you can change the guy. Guess what? Can't change him. Know another person. Won't call her name. Can't stop sailing up. Never met a drink she didn't like. You know, hey, can't save them. They were doomed to fall when you met them. So what happens is you didn't put in the work to put the people around you, or you didn't qualify. See, there are rules. See, a lot of these people, these women out here, these women are doing very good, right? They're getting successful. They're getting rich, and but they don't understand, like, the people that they want to partner in. As much as you're doing good on your looks, and as much as you're doing good in your career, God damn it, you gotta put some effort into your own relationships. That's one of the things that I find out now that I've been doing pretty good in my life. Man, do I have to make the extra effort to build the people around me that I want to see there, be it business or personal. And if you don't do it, you end up with people that shouldn't be there, and so you suffer. That's why you have country clubs. That's why you have Rotary clubs, to avoid those things. That's why. And women are gonna have to go through those same things too, just like men. Now you got a guy there that shouldn't be there. Of course, the guy's gonna make his life miserable. Of course, the guy's gonna make your life miserable. You know, people like that, and I'm not trying to say he's at fault, but we're gonna be honest here, okay? If you don't look out for yourself, it's just gonna be bad. So you can get mad if you want, but one thing for sure, I know, it's not my fault. Guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.